Hello, good evening, and by the time you're seeing this, it will be Easter evening. I'm Michael J. Riley. On behalf of Shine at Easter, welcome to In the Upper Room, and today we're on location live, sort of, with a very close, near and dear person in my life. We're here at Tabernacle Full Gospel Cathedral, and we're here with Bishop Aretha Morton. Bishop, thank you for letting me come in and join you.
Well, thank you, Michael, for having me on. This is a pleasure, and as Les Brown would say, plum pleasing pleasure.
Plum pleasing pleasure. You know, Bishop, I say thank you because this has been a very busy day here at Tab Nation.
Wow,
yeah. You know, Good Friday, the Easter holiday, and I know that you had a lot of other things that you had to do this week.
Yeah.
But the Holy Spirit told me to come in and interview you today and show it to our audience on Easter.
Okay.
And the reason why is because you have this ministry of love. And I came to talk to you about that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, you know, a lot of people, I guess probably all of my life. Here's where love came into my life.
Okay.
As a child, I always understood that my mom loved me and my dad loved me,
right,
and my grandma and all of them people,
right,
on both sides of the family. And my grandma and them, you know, everybody treated me with such, I'll say royalty, wow, because number one, I was an only child. Only grandchild, only great-grandchild, okay? So it was like surprising to everybody. My dad's family, he had 4 or 5 sisters, and out of those sisters, none of them ever had any children. So when he and my mom had me, it was like, man, look, guess who's coming to dinner? Yeah. So I knew what love was, but here's what happened. When my dad left my mother, I was like 9 years old, and so I felt like nobody loved me.
Yeah.
All right. So when I go to church, and the song till today touches me because the song that I was taught was Yes, Jesus Loves Me. So the Bible tells me so.
Yeah.
So that kind of excluded the fact that he had gone, because I just figured, man, like other kids, you know, what did I do, yeah, to cause my dad to leave? And so when I found out that there was somebody named Jesus, who I had never seen, but knew that he loved me, then my message was to carry that for the rest of my life. That was just a ball game for me. I don't care what anybody else says or does when it comes to God's creation. As long as I can, and you're going to make me cry, but as long as I can find a human being to love, I'm going to do it.
Yeah.
I can't, you know, I have no other way. There's no other way to put it because it's in my heart. It's not, you know, I can't do anything about, you know, people and their characters and the way that they are and all that, you know. I have nothing to do with that. I just know if I can find somebody to love,
yes,
I'm going to always do it.
You know what? That speaks.
And we're not supposed to be crying.
And we're not. And you know, we have some tissues if we need them.
Man.
But you know, it's tears of joy, though, Bishop. And
Yeah.
it's tears of passion. And I'm not going to get intellectual because this is about the heart, not the mind.
Yeah.
Not the mind. And I don't know if you noticed, but a lot of times when I'm doing the program with Shauna, I give you shouts out. And I refer to you as...
I heard you Sunday. I said, wow. The other Sunday, I said, wow, what is okay?
Yeah. I say the love of my life because you know, here I am. I'm 46. I just turned 46 in March.
Now you really don't believe my mind.
I dated myself too, but I think back, Bishop, to when I was like 21. And life was not so smooth for me, as you well know.
Yes, indeed.
And we had to fight some demons together. And my mom knew who to call when I was going through that stage.
I'll never forget that. I'll never forget it. And I'm glad that she called, because, you know, you were always in my heart. And, you know, the demon wasn't too nice. He wasn't too nice. And I'm just glad that I could rise up against that bugger, because he knows I ain't scared of him.
No, he knows that.
He knows that already, and you came out.
Yes.
You came out victorious.
Victorious.
Yeah.
And you know, here's the other thing. This is what everyone needs to realize. Bishop mentioned about why she cares so much for you and for me, you know, and pretty much everybody. I've never seen you turn anyone away. You don't have to have something for you to pay attention to people.
That's right. You don't need, with me, all you need to be is God's creation. Just like I said, you know, everybody ain't got everything. But if you have Jesus Christ, and that's who I'm to introduce you to, there's absolutely nothing that you can't have. But you got to first understand the love of Jesus. That's the key, you know. And we weren't there with Mary and Mary Magdalene and all those people. We weren't there. So it's good to be able to see somebody that's walking today that cares the way Jesus did.
Yeah, and you certainly have the love of Christ in your heart. And let's go to this point, Bishop. First of all, I want to definitely talk about, you know, your book, Heap See, but few know. And I read this book, which was dedicated to your oldest daughter. And, you know, reading your book, it's real. It's a first-person account. We don't have to try and wonder. You tell it.
Right.
You know. And I understand this book has been selling very well.
Wow. You know what's up? You see other people write books and autobiographies and all that kind of thing, and I've never been one to be envious of anybody. But whatever I do for the benefit of people, I go to the Lord with it. You know what I mean? And I say, you know, if I can do something to help somebody else. I did a class in Full Gospel at our conference. And it was amazing because during the first class, I was kind of touching, you know, back and forth with my life story or whatever, my testimony, as they might say. And so I had to do it again the next day. So Elder Ray and I were walking through the Coliseum, and I'm looking at this line of women going into a class, and I said to her, I said, wow, I wonder whose class that is. Oh, them women. And she said, Bishop, it's yours. But never did I think that that would have that much impact.
Oh yeah.
So what it really did was it confirmed that it was time for me to write the book. And so the girl on the left-hand side is the one that is the real deal. That's the one where it all began. And then to know that now here I sit, a bishop in the Lord's church. So it's all in what God has in store for you. I've never tried to go ahead of him. I've always consulted him about anything that I do. You know, I get in trouble a lot for loving people, because, you know, sometimes people will take advantage of those that love them. Sure. You know, so, but, you know, when you, as they say, when you can't help it, you can't.